try to lie, but I can see inside. You make me cry. I know the truth, I feel the silence. You cannot hide. Time when we were young and silly, we were not afraid of anything, but moments fly and we're hunting fortune, forgetting one thing called happiness. We're feeding lies, we have fake smiles until we're broken. We have our dreams and asking why. It's time to fly with all the diamonds in the sky, as every moment is your fortune. Yeah, you're alive, you're alive, you're alive, you're alive. Laying down, looking up to a future. Give me power through every fight. We're feeding lies, we have fake smiles until we're broken. We have our dreams and asking why. It's time to fly with all the diamonds in the sky, as every moment is your fortune. Yeah, you're alive, you're alive, you're It's time to fly with all the diamonds in the sky, as every moment is your fortune. Yeah, you're alive, you're alive, you're alive.
Broken hearts, broken bones, feel the same. We once were a hole in my heart is all that remains. Let go, let God, I'll still love you the same. I'll still love you the same.
It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from the Brooklyn Cafe studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat at the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, or a movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in free 888-994-4995 right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
ever since you fixed this belt,
And
it feels different.
it's working is what that is.
Welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe. We have new stuff on the set. We got new people in the studio. We got the crazies in the house.
Crazy Uncle Mike and Summer Piep in the house. Lost Harbor and Crazy Uncle Mike's. We got some new pieces by Max Lazega. I've got Medusa behind me. Between Medusa and those totems Hector brought in today, I'm feeling a little on edge.
You should.
So
You should
nothing
be
that
very
a little
careful.
Capistara can't take the edge off of. All I can say. Yes, it's 5:15 in England, so we're good.
I saw you guys prepping for your Friday showcase.
I know. They got that done fast, Summer. Get pretty good.
There was
Got it all taken care of. Big event happening
I
here
see
Friday.
a lot of little bottles. How many drinks are you guys making?
2.
All that for 2 drinks?
But they'll have a third drink of their choice to just taste or whatever. So,
Oh, so it's really 3.
so they can, there's technically 3 but 2 mixers. So they can, on the second drink, they can either make it with vodka or gin, whichever one. So they've got both options in there.
We got
Very
Summer
nice.
Piep in the house of Lost Harbor, who is the sponsor of our Boca Del Rey Fem City event on Friday night right here. While you guys are doing In the Mind of the Male, we'll be doing a little drink cocktail hour here with the girls.
I bought some booze from Lost Harbor. I gotta go get it and bring it in.
Okay. Where'd you buy it?
At
From the
her
liquor store.
Her store. The liquor store down the street. What's it called? Wine taste. What is it?
Total Wine? Very cool. Are they
Very
coming on
good.
Friday?
I can't, they're corporate.
Busy. They're corporate. All right. So those of you that want to partake in it, we'll be doing a little bit of virtual also. Check it out at Fem City Boca Del Rey. We are sold out in studio, but we also have a couple people that are doing it virtually, including Patty Goldenberg
I
in
want to
Virginia.
ask you about that. Because I
Yes.
got some women that asked me
Virtual is
yesterday,
still available.
how are you doing that?
Virtual?
Yeah.
Through Zoom. So we're going to be hooking up Zoom through this TV so that everyone can see what we're doing with the computer up here, and then we'll be partaking here in the theater.
Have you tried that?
No. Hence, you don't know me well enough to know I'm not crazy yet, Mike. No, I haven't, but you know what? I've got good faith and I got great people around me that will make it work.
Okay.
Yeah, it's all good. Don't you worry about it, Batman. We're good.
Well, the way Zoom works is there's a camera on one end,
Computer.
computer camera. There's
Yeah.
a camera on the computer.
Yeah, so we're going to set that camera up probably. If you're
There
going to
is
bartend?
there is no camera on that TV.
No, but there is on Melanie's computer.
So we'll still have a computer, but you can put it on the screen so that we can see everybody's faces.
Correct.
If that
Right, so we're going to have the computer focused on Summer, who's going to be doing the drinks, making the drinks as bartender, and we're going to have it
So
HDMI'd
not
into the
only are you
TV.
going to have it on the TV, you're going to have a computer and a camera on the computer.
Yes. We are a production house, remember?
I just go, okay.
This is what we do for a living. Yes, it's
Is
going
there
to be.
sound involved in this production? you do?
Absolutely.
Or there'll be sound too?
Yes.
I'm impressed.
Don't you worry, because there's nothing that a little bit of Capistara can't take care
A
of.
lot of Capistar.
A lot. You know, there we have it. The beautiful thing about Capistar, Mike, I know you've tried it because you've sampled it all. It's that it's just enough to get you through whatever you need to get through. Right?
Yeah, like I recommend, a little bit of Capistar in your coffee in the morning and you're good to go.
Amy Wojcicki will agree to that. Jay Harmon. They all come here for a cup of coffee in the morning. So I gave them a cup of coffee, and they said, there's something a little light in here. There's something missing. Remember this? We were in there. So I had to take out the Capistar, and they come here just for that.
But it's all great. So we haven't seen you in a while, so it's nice to have you back. Mike, we haven't seen you in a long time either. How's everything going?
Been doing good, actually, you know. Always fortunate to be in
Talking to you,
Florida.
Mike.
We're always fortunate to be in Florida, so I've been doing good and, real happy that everybody's getting their vaccine and feels comfortable going back out again. And, it seems like the streets are busier in Boca.
Oh my
and,
gosh.
So busy streets equal busy restaurants.
The streets are definitely busy again in Boca. Federal Highway, me just going out to Publix. I had to go to 2 Publix and still couldn't find it, but the streets are busy.
Yeah,
How's Crazy Uncle Mike's doing?
it's doing real well. We're still keeping the large outdoor seating, so people that still are hesitant to go inside, still have a lot of places to choose to sit and enjoy. And the indoors, we're starting to fill it up a little bit more often than the past, and I feel real good about the future.
And you sent me
You
the
know-
whole list on music.
Yes, I was looking at your next music ensemble. You have somebody playing every night.
Well, we actually, Wednesday through Sunday, we do live bands. Sometimes on Mondays and do DJs on Tuesdays. So we do a Latin night on Tuesday with Taco Tuesday, which is today, and $5 margaritas and $3 tacos all day. And then the DJ at night, 8 o'clock till midnight or so. It's a lot of fun.
And even your other bands, I know you're just, which is so great.
Well, I'll tell you, I'm so stoked on the people that want to play there. We have a lot of interest from the best bands in Florida. We're starting to get a little bit of interest from some national acts as well.
Nice.
And it's, it's been a lot of fun. The stage and the sound system in there really, we did it as a theater. We built it to really create a great sounding venue. And I think the bands appreciate it, the customers appreciate it, and it's not a quiet place. So if you're going for quiet, don't come to Crazy Uncle Mike's. But if you want some fun, that's what we sell. And I think it's doing well, and I'm having fun. And this week, I mean, if you happy hours, I've got the best happy hour musicians in the world, really, because they're the band's lead singers and lead guitarists that come in and just do solo stuff. So from 5 to 7:30 Wednesday through Saturday. You can come in, get great drink specials, great food specials, and listen to some free music. And it's this week I've got a guy named Brian Lamar on Wednesday, Mike Guruli on Thursday, a girl named Alanya Balatovis on Friday, and then Jerry Lehman, Screamin' Lehman on Saturday. Every one of those guys is incredible. So it's like if you have an opportunity to come in and check out some good live music, do it. If not, you can actually watch it on YouTube /Crazy Uncle Mike's, or on our Facebook page. We do live streaming happy hours and nighttime. So, we're trying to send the entertainment not just to our space, but to everybody out there, and just like you guys. And, building an audience outside of our building has been pretty crucial during COVID. And now we want to continue that.
I was going to ask you, I hate the word pivot, but what changes did you make the past year? Those that you're keeping, those that you don't have to keep?
Well, I think that, we had less changes in the sense of cleanliness than a lot of places because we're a brewery, and breweries tend to do way more cleaning as distilleries. It's, slight problems of cleanliness can cause huge problems in your product. And so the nature of a brewery is very clean. And so that didn't have to change a whole lot. We just started making all of the hand sanitizers and stuff for ourselves as soon as the COVID hit. So we were able to kind of never lose a step, and plus we had an ample supply of toilet paper. So I didn't have to worry about those two things during COVID. But I think that, some of the things that we learned was marketing. I think our marketing got better. Our communication with our customer got better since we weren't able to see them and shake their hand when they walked in the door. We had to find a way to talk to them, and that will definitely continue. We do a weekly update. We do a Wednesday bourbon, little video that we do with Eric, the bartender and general manager of the space. Tara does some food, little video clips, and we put them out there socially. So I think that we learned how to talk to our customers more or better than we did, prior to COVID, and those are going to continue, I hope.
Which is great.
Yeah.
So many changes, and people said Jordana actually wants to do a segment with us on the pivot, the changes that we've made, and those that have been good changes, because cleanliness has really been nice. As you always say, people now wash their hands, they wipe things down, we sprayed the mics down. Things that we took for granted when servers passed food, right? Wearing masks, things you didn't realize that are kind of nice to know.
Well, there's a difference because you're built for sound. Then you add the brewery and you add the food, and then you have the space. So there's a whole lot of things going on at Crazy Uncle Mike's. The video part of it, the entertainment part of it. People are looking. People have been coming to us. They've been looking for different venues to show their skills, because a lot of people are still under the rock and they're coming out little by little, and some people are more brave than others, and little by little the swing is coming back. And you offer a lot of different deals sitting down at your place, which is what I like.
The
You know,
menu's amazing.
The food is good, the drinks are good. There's always something going on with the booze, and now you got the stage working, which is kind of nice. And you have all these bands coming in. There's a few other places in Delray that I know. They try to do this as well. They don't do it the way you do. They do it completely different, where there's drinking and some bands, very few and far between. But yours, you sort of color more the dots. It's like Vegas. I mean, he's from Vegas. And you have a Vegas deal here in Boca. And it's really what it's come down to. You're actually the leader. You've never shut down. You've made adjustments as you've gone along. And you're really the leader, and people are looking at what you're doing because it's working. I know people that have gone to your place, and they get to sit outside, and then you and Chuck went with some
I remember
friends.
when everything shut down. We'll never forget that. I think it was St. Patrick's Day. You came in here, and you said, you got to keep going. You cannot shut down. What kept you going?
Well, we just became a delivery and pick up food joint at first. For the first for 8 weeks we had to do that. That was a very small part of our business prior to COVID, and it's actually a small part of our business after COVID. It was all of our business during COVID, right, during the shutdown. But we also did live music streaming. So that was like, we closed down on the 17th, which was a Tuesday night. Our first concert was Saturday night, live streaming, and Spread the Dub was the first band that played. And we did concerts Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for the entire time that we were shut down, and continued music coming to your to your house, so you could actually watch the shows at home. And we actually got better at that too, because the first one, like you're talking about our Zoom meeting, sometimes there's little hiccups. The first one went good, but it was one camera. And as we started figuring out, hey, this is working, people are digging it, let's get more cameras, let's make it more entertaining, and more smoke, more light show, and really make it like a concert at home. And so we're still doing that. And then we increased it to our happy hour, to live stream the happy hours. And I'll tell you, the audience outside of our building has grown exponentially too. So now I have fans of our stage that love the music. They don't really care about us, they care about the music, all over the world now. That literally I have 20 or 30 people that will climb on and watch every night and comment and say, hey, I'm out in so-and-so, and I'm in Canada, I'm in Europe, so it's helping the bands get an audience outside of Boca. It's helping Crazy Uncle Mike's have a brand outside of Boca, and I think it just makes people happy because there's no charge to it at home. You just watch it and get a good live stream.
And you always give back to the community. He's always giving back. And like I said, no, there's no charge. So all you have to do is log in and enjoy. And that is the beautiful thing about it.
Hey, on Mondays we do a thing called game night, but next Monday we have a special event. Vice Mayor Ryan Weinroth is hosting a game show at night, and it's a benefit. And so if anybody wants to come in and help the community and work with us, to always bring enlightenment to things that are in need. This would be a fun one on Monday night. So it's interactive. You can participate and help at the same time.
Have some fun. And Summer, I know your vodka is now there.
Yeah.
Yes, it's our well vodka. We replaced whatever we were serving before for a local, and so we're a believer in community. We're a believer in small business. We try to have a global outlook on our product, on our music, on our food, but we like to source it locally, and so it's an opportunity to have a great product that she makes right down the road, and it gets served to everybody that orders a well vodka drink at our place.
It's one of the things that Freddie and I always admire about you is you always support community. Always.
That's what supports us too, right? So if you lose sight of what makes you successful, then you forget, what you're supposed to be doing. But community is what makes a restaurant successful. So it goes both ways. Usually we're giving to the community in the sense of donations and things like that. During COVID, the community gave to us. And they came back and supported us during the times that we were, on our knees, going, man, we're needing help. And then they came, so it worked out good.
Always from foundations to kids to anyone that we send, you got to go meet Mike. You're like, yeah, come, always. So we thank you for that, always supporting everyone.
I was telling her that it's easier for us to support. When she makes donations, she has to actually donate hard product. She can't sell it. right? We donate a space mostly. You come over, we can give you an opportunity to make money for your foundation, make money for your charity. But it doesn't really cost us the way it costs a company like hers because she can't turn around and resell it. So whenever you see her product in the store, a local distillery, make sure you pick it up. Make sure you buy a bottle of that instead of some product made by Smirnoff or some company you don't know the owner. You know, you can sit here and chat with and have a drink with the owner. It's pretty cool.
That'd be kind of cool. We should just do a set with the two of them, just have a drink, chat with Mike and Summer.
Well, it's funny because that's exactly
Just the way you guys are sitting there right now.
Well, that's what we did with Gubbo. It was the same deal, except that he's in Boston, locked away until he's coming down, but he wants to make the product here as well. And I think he talked to Summer about doing that because it's different talking to the owners as opposed to talking to
Corporate.
Wherever you go to buy it.
Sure.
And you get to enjoy and you get to actually reflect on what she goes through to make this thing happen. Same thing with Steve. It's a whole different day. Same thing with Crazy Mike. I mean, he's in the community, and everybody knows Crazy Mike, you know. But if you're a band and you get on stage and all of a sudden you're playing and the right set of ears happen, like what's happening with Kendra right now, what's happening with Love, and these ears are beginning to hear them, and they're interested in making something happen for them. So hey, listen, you got to keep going. Yeah, I'll never forget those words. He said, "Don't shut it down, Freddie. Just keep going. Find a way. Find a way." And I got to tell you, we were a little afraid. We said, "We don't know what's going on. Let's just get bigger." And we opened up another studio. But
Well, you change what you got to change, and you got to keep going.
Well, you guys did it. Here you are.
And here we
You're
are. We're all
doing
still
good.
here, right?
Yeah, and the
With-
studio's gotten more intensely packed with cool stuff, and you know, it seems like you did well through COVID. So, congratulations.
We say it's a safe place to land. And people come in and they stay, they sit, they take their phone calls, they bring in lunch, they ask for more food. But it's a safe place away from everybody else. But to know that, yeah, our message can go. We now talk to England every Wednesday, and we're trying to get a hold of Uganda. That's a little bit more tricky with the internet, but hopefully she's going to find a way. But just like you can have your music everywhere, you upgrade and you realize the audience is there. You just got to bring it to them. But they say, build it and they will come.
true that.
That's exactly it.
True
Take a
that.
commercial break.
Let's do that.
All right, let's take a quick commercial break. Check out Crazy Uncle Mike. Tonight is Taco Tuesday. Live bands Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And Sunday. Wow. And happy hour is from?
Special on happy hour 7 days a week, 3 o'clock till 7 o'clock, all day on Monday for happy hour, and then the music is Wednesday through Saturday for happy hours, 5 o'clock till 7:30.
Come on up or come on down.
Do you have a special a brew that you're making? Remember we used to do that?
Yeah, well, Corey Wilson's still the same brewer. Tara Abrams is still the same executive chef. Eric Haas is still the general manager. Same executive team since day one, which really gives us consistency. They run it like they own it, and I try to treat them that way as well. So I feel, like I could be here and not have to worry about being there.
Isn't that amazing?
And
That sour beer was the best.
the beer is great. Yeah, he makes a fantastic beer.
I remember
And,
that.
It's only getting better. We're doing some great barrel aged stuff right now. We just we bought the entire barrel of a Buffalo Trace and had it all bottled. So we're the only ones with that.
Look
one
at Summer's
particular
face.
One bottle, and then now we're making a beer that's going to go in that barrel. So we're going to be able to pair the beer with the actual bottle of the booze that came out of that out of that barrel. We're looking at this year getting the same thing with Blanton's and doing the same thing with them. So these one-off barrels that make it a unique, bourbon option as well. Our bourbon selection is incredible. I mean, we have probably, top 10 in the state. Of
With bourbon?
selection. Yeah, we're
It's funny
we're on
because
it.
isn't there a shortage of bourbon right now?
Not at my place.
Not at your place, but I mean in the general public.
There's a lot of allotted bourbons, whereas you can only get them because they're rare, and you can only get them if you buy enough of the other products. And so we're fortunate enough to have enough purchasing to be able to get a lot of the product that no other place can get. And so you'll find on our shelf all the Pappies and all the Blantons and 1792s and all,
I'd love to do a female bourbon tasting. We've talked about this for about a
I'm
year.
going to tell you something.
And I really-
We have a lot of ladies that love
Why don't we do
our
men and
bourbon.
women do a bourbon
Yeah, why
tasting?
don't we do that
All
for
right,
a
we'll do a
change?
combined
Why does
event.
there's always a woman get the good stuff?
Because most women, I don't know if I can't say that I've never really had bourbon, nor would I
love
know
bourbon.
which one
Bourbon's
to
the
have.
best. I think we do.
So why don't we do a combined
Yeah,
event?
why don't we try that?
At Mike's.
For a change.
Why don't we
That'd be
do
great.
that? Can we do that?
Yeah, we've got flights and everything. We can do different styles, different, we can do a little lesson, a little
Why don't we
urban
do
lesson
that?
with Eric.
Yeah, why don't we?
Teddy, are you in? She doesn't even hear me. She'll be in. I think that would be fun. We always
Amy
do
will
the
be
separate
in.
events.
Jay will
That
be
I would
in.
love to do. And you're in. There you go.
I'm in.
All right, let's pick a day and we'll do that.
Any day, don't matter.
All right, that'd be great. We'll pick a day to do that, Mike. I would love that. Do flights and tastings and learn all about it.
We bring the whole gang, bring everybody. Bring up even the people down with the winery down in, I like them to
Schnebley's?
meet. Yeah, I like
Yeah,
them
that
to
would be
meet
great
him.
as well.
That wine, I think Mike would get a big kick out of that.
And we bring Mike with us.
Yeah. Or
All
we
right.
we're going to take the bus down.
Yep. All right, more to come. Let's take a commercial break. When we come back, more with Crazy Uncle Mike, Summer Piep, see what's going on our Taco Tuesday, and we will be right back.
Women burger.
Welcome to Lost Harbor Spirits, a world where pirates inspire our spirits, treasures remain undiscovered, and flavors are infused with the essence of mysterious voyages. We invite you to join us on our journey inspired by the undiscovered Spanish fleets lost in the 1600s, the treasures that have been buried with them, and of course, the lost harbors that remain abandoned on the foggy coasts of Florida. Proudly distilling in West Palm Beach, Lost Harbor Spirits is a true treasure waiting to be discovered. AMP Media Productions is proud to announce their affiliation with Comcast Corporation, producing television commercials for Florida. We have a unique opportunity for businesses or individuals to place a commercial on 21 channels with a reduced rate that has never been seen before. You can have an amazing commercial, just like these, made for you and your business. For more information, call us at 866-224-5422 and join the AMP Media family. Do you need a strong cup of coffee to get you through your day? Try your very own Brooklyn Cafe Show coffee, the official coffee of the Brooklyn Cafe Show. You can pick up a bag from us, or two. Contact us at 866-224-5422, or just stop on by. We're at 2400 Northwest Boca Raton Boulevard, Suite 13. Come on in, grab a bag of our signature Brooklyn Cafe coffee. The cafe doors
Dr.
are all...
Laura Ellick, a licensed psychologist practicing in both Florida and New York with over 20 years of experience, addresses the negative thoughts that are keeping you stuck in your lifestyle patterns. Dr. Ellick works with children, teens, and adults, from anxiety and depression to eating disorders, addiction recovery, and medical issues. Making a deep interpersonal connection is a magical part of the therapeutic relationship. Contact Dr. Laura at 516-635-6186 or at Laura Ellick, ELLICK.com for a personalized consultation. It's time to remove the blocks that are preventing you from achieving your dreams. Call Dr. Laura Ellick at 516-635-6186 or at LAURAELLICK.com.
Looking for a cool, laid-back space with great people and even better drinks? You can't lose. The Artful Dodger, Boca Raton's hidden gem. A good old-fashioned local bar is hard to come by, but not anymore. The Artful Dodger is a fun, casual place to sit back and relax. Located at 495 Northeast 20th Street in Boca Raton, you'll find your new favorite bar. The Artful Dodger. We'll see you there.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
What am I doing? I'm sending. I don't know what I'm doing. I was looking for something.
You're sending, but you don't know what you're doing?
I was looking for something to send to Slick, but I can't find it, so I gotta look for it a little bit later.
What are you saying?
That ring is like very
I
Freddie-esque.
thought Steve-O was coming today.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, that's why I wore it.
You see his new ring?
They gave me a ring, and it's funny because
Liberace.
no, it's more like I'm gonna get whacked. Is the name of the segment.
Stop with that whack thing. You
It's
and this
funny.
whacked and this.
So Steve-O's from Brooklyn. He ain't got that accent, like you're from the movies. So every time he comes, we're gonna put on this whole thing, and I haven't heard from him. I don't know.
He'll be here another day.
No, he'll be here. He better be here.
Summer, I have to thank you for sponsoring the event on Friday. What's happening with Lost Harbor? How you guys been doing?
It's tough. I'm going through the label change right now, so we've got that going on. It's a lot of work, and I'm still by myself, so I've got a lot of bottling and making products and trying to get all the other avenues going in the same direction at the same time. But, just working on getting over that hump, and got a lot of events that I'm sponsoring right now, and just staying busy. So,
Getting to the next level of bringing people in.
yeah.
I mean, we couldn't do it without every single person that we have in here. Mike couldn't do it without his executive crew. To do it alone is like the stress alone of what that's got to do.
Yeah, I don't sleep anymore, but,
Well, I can see that based on the labels you brought in, because those are unbelievable. Everything you brought in and did for this event on Friday is just above anything that I think anyone's even expecting.
Well,
So
that's what I do.
really unbelievable, from the mixers to the labels and everything being right there. Incredible.
Thank you.
You should take a look at it. I know you're a little jealous.
No, I'm not jealous at all. I saw what they were doing. It's nice. It's cool. I saw the bottles and all that and putting it together.
It's real, because we had to change it the way we used to do our cocktail making, where everything was just hands-on. Everyone now gets their own individual kit.
What usually happens in these events is that somebody can't get in, and the complaints will begin. They couldn't get in. So they're going to say, well, I wasn't invited, or there's no more room at the inn. So I think that you should tell more people how they can do this virtually. What's
Just
involved.
give us a call and we will get you the virtual link. Absolutely.
Okay. I guess
From
that's
City
the way to
Boca
do
del
it.
Rey.
Don't
Yeah,
text me.
Just let us know. Text us. Call us here at the studio, 888-994-4995, Studio A, and we'll get you all of that information. Or you can go to Fem City Boca del Rey. Virtually is open anywhere. Patty is in Virginia. We cannot ship the mixers and the alcohol to Virginia, but we can give her the ingredient list. And she has all of your ingredients that however she loves her Capistar. She found it, I think, at Total Wine. She's got it there in Virginia, so she'll partake there.
Or did they have the vodka and whatever else you're highlighting in Virginia?
They must, because Patty knows Summer from Total Wine, so maybe she took it with her on the car ride up. I don't know, but we cannot ship it anywhere in the mail. So if you can come by and pick up a kit, we're more than happy to get you a virtual kit.
Dawn at amp2.tv. Right, email her.
Absolutely.
Do not text me.
Where can
Email
people
her.
get all your products now?
You can find us at Total Wine, Ocean Wine and Spirits, Palm Beach Liquors, Pompano Discount Liquor, many more to come. We just opened up 6 restaurants and bars down like YOLO and the boatyard and
Wow.
stuff like that down in Fort Lauderdale, off of Las Olas. And obviously we're in Crazy Uncle Mike's, so go down and enjoy some Lost Harbor at Crazy Uncle Mike's. And, plenty of other places around and expanding more and more. But hopefully we're still working on our website to be able to sell products online, and that will go to 44 different states, so that'll help, for things like that. But we're working on that. But otherwise, yeah, go to Total Wine and all these other local liquor stores and pick us up.
Has the past year, because we met you during all of this change, were things different prior to a year ago March?
Yeah, it was definitely different. I mean, we were still only based in Palm Beach County at that time, and the distributor that I was with got bought out and they went statewide, which has been very helpful. It allowed me to, be able to do the label change so that it is more, Florida friendly, and people see it as the local Florida brand and things like that. And so we're working on that. It's been a lot of work, but we're working on getting out statewide, as well as we're working on 10 other states right now. So hopefully, that will all go well, and we can start expanding and be a brand that people know our name, not just the girl that
How
lives
do you
next
do all
door,
this
the
yourself,
backyard
though?
brand. But it's difficult. Like I said, I don't sleep much. So
Can you imagine?
Now the Capistar also, if somebody's writing it, they can actually use it to make foods
Oh yeah.
like cookies and
Oh,
things
yeah,
because of the
definitely.
sweetness of what it carries.
Mhm.
So if you have a restaurant and you have a place and you want to contact her, and she'll put you with the powers that be that have to be informed and everything else, all of that is doable. I guess they go through the website.
Well, you can definitely go through the website to contact me. You can, email me, summer@palmbeachdistillery.us or summer@Lost Harbor with a U, HARBOUR, spirits.com. And, just contact me. You could go through our website. We have an email, you can email me through the website or however, contact me through the website. But we can definitely get you in touch and then, figure out things from there.
I love that you're in so many great places. And so many places deliver, like Drizzly will deliver.
Yeah,
And
yep.
so you can get it pretty much anywhere they deliver, I know, in South Florida.
Yeah.
And
Yep,
get all that.
definitely throughout Florida. I know Total Wine also delivers if you're, within a Total Wine delivery area. So.
And one of the drinks that we're making Friday can be vodka or gin friendly.
Yeah, so the one that we're making that could be vodka or gin friendly, we just did a simple drink. We're calling it Lost Harbor Sunset. And so that's got either gin or vodka with some pineapple and cranberry and just, some lemon and stuff like that. And then we're going to have the Cake by the Harbor as well with the Capistar. So that's
That was
fun
a
one.
home run.
So I'm out buying all the ingredients: vanilla frosting, sprinkles, Capistar. That's like your birthday cake drink.
Vanilla frosting goes in that drink?
It goes on the rim, and then you put the
Oh,
cake
that's
sprinkles
not-
on the rim of
That's
the.
one of those dippity doos, and you drip, and then you put the sprinkles around.
Exactly.
It's
I'm trying to
actually
think how
the-
they're all going to be doing that, but we're going to see how fun that is.
We'll figure it out. Yeah, the boatyard actually in Fort Lauderdale, they're every Thursday night is ladies' night, and that's their featured drink for ladies' night is the Cake by the Harbor with the sprinkles and everything, the whole works.
Very cool.
Israel told me that if you take the Coco Lope and you put it in the sun outside, you leave it outside, and then you shake it, it'll be pourable.
So you gotta love Freddie and his friends, Puerto Rican style. Just stick it outside in the sun in Florida.
Because if it gets cold, if we get a cold front, it goes in the 50s, it's going to solidify. But if you keep it out in the sun, in the heat, which is supposed to be like 90 towards the end of the week, you'll have it liquid. But
Absolutely.
you got to open it the night up. You can't.
So we'll take care of that. Do a lot of fun stuff.
That's fun. Making any kind of drink is fun,
I
especially
know.
on a Friday
Normally
night.
we keep the bar here now, and I kind of just take care of it myself, and we have a whole lot of fun.
Yeah, you take care of it.
Hey, your birthday was pretty good, we gotta say.
It was. I got to tell you, that was.
I think you're exhausted. Look at you.
I'm tired. They were having me
it's
move
from the
ladders and
vaccine.
everything else. What?
Vaccine.
Not the vaccine.
Yeah, it's making you tired.
Nah.
Or it's just another birthday.
No, there's about 5 other things going on right now, but all taken care of. But that's good to hear. Now, do you have in the near future, a year from now too, are you going to get into a different type of booze?
I would like to. I have a couple of potentials that have approached me on things, that like private labels for a couple of people that could be big. So I'm working on that, but I do have ideas under the Palm Beach Distillery portfolio, a couple of different lines that I want to do as well. So we'll
That's
see.
interesting because you're a chemist, yes?
At heart, yeah. Chemist nerd at heart, yes.
That's amazing. So did you teach yourself how to do all this?
Yeah, for the most part, I had a couple of friends. I had a friend that lived in Utah that was a master distiller, and when I decided to open the distillery, I called and said, hey, I need your help. You can either come down and help me, or I'll find somebody else. And, Utah has 9 months of winter, so they were like, oh, on our way. And came down for a couple weeks and got started. And with my chemistry knowledge and being an accountant with numbers and things like that, once I got started, it all came really natural to me, and I fell in love with it and was like, I can do this. I love this. So just went from there.
That's amazing. Mike, you do the same thing. Do you have a background in putting these things together, or are you just a taster?
Yeah, I'm a creator of spaces.
Talk it to you, Mike.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Say that again?
Yeah, so I'm a creator of spaces. That's kind of what I've done most of my life. I try to design them. The very first bar and nightclub that I owned was in Albuquerque, New Mexico in the 80s. And I literally hand drew my blueprints and submitted my hand-drawn blueprints to the city without an architect, and got them stamped and got them permitted through hand-drawn blues, which is
Really?
old-fashioned, man. You don't get that anymore. Everything's CAD now. So, I definitely put my touches on everything I do. I enjoy the design process a lot because the flow of a restaurant and a bar is really important. And if you have an architect that just does design only and doesn't understand the flow, what you have is a really pretty place that doesn't function. And so for me, I like to be able to, create the vibe through the design, create the flow through the design, and then have an operation that makes sense. And if you go look at what we have, the bar has ample space behind it, so the bartenders have serviceability. There's big kitchen, a lot of room where we need to create and produce, and then the space for the customers is I think very homey. It makes me feel comfortable when I'm there. I want my guests to feel comfortable when I'm there. There's nothing pretentious. It's something that we try to create with this one. It's great food, great beer, great music, in a relaxed atmosphere.
It's a great place. I think the only crew that we have still with us that was there was Hector and Teddy when we did our remote mics,
True that.
right?
Yeah. And it's funny because I get a sense of a feel that the two of you, because of what we just went through, are more sensitive to your art. And you're raising the stakes to the art, which is what I love. And I try to explain this to people. You're taking what you're doing to another level. You're talking to people about changing the booze and everything else. And you're communicating your feels. And I mean, you're in show business, if you really look at it. And you're bringing that whole showbiz feel. And I remember the first time I met you, and you talked to me about Vegas and everything else and all this. I said, wow, it's like Vegas comes to Boca. And I get that feel. And it looks like you're taking things to another level. And we talked about what do we learn from everything we just went through. Hopefully we learned something. You got to up the game,
You need to come back and see what we've done since you've been there, too, because we've taken down walls, we've created barrel walls, we've done things that you haven't even seen.
Wow,
Since
we
your
got to go
last
over there.
visit. So
I think we should
improved
do a
quite
road
a
trip.
bit.
And it's
Yeah,
so
lunch trip.
close.
Afternoon, happy
A
hour.
lunch afternoon happy hour because
We
it's
should
so
do a
close
road
and
trip. We
easy
should
to
do
go.
it.
Absolutely.
Are you willing to go?
Me? Yeah.
Hey, you can sit outside, too, so if you're still a little cautious.
Well, we had an agreement. So because I had to go first, I just went Monday. And now, and I gotta make sure that everybody's comfortable as well.
We can sit outside though. You
We
can
can do
walk
that.
through and sit outside.
We can do lots of
100%.
stuff. We should do it.
How long are you going to wait to see if the horns grow before you get yours?
2 years.
She tricked me. That wasn't the agreement. But we'll see what happens.
Well, once she can't get you sick, it doesn't matter, right? Once you got yours. If she gets it, doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
but even if you
can't
get, even if you get a shot, doesn't mean you don't get sick. I mean, you're gonna get sick. And if you look at what happened in Miami the last few nights down in South Beach,
I don't know if that has anything to do with what we're talking about.
well, what happened down there is just it is what it is, and people have to pick and choose what they want to do. But they went all over the place down there. I know friends down there that actually came up here. And they live down there, and they actually stayed in friends' houses because they don't want to be down there, and they just don't like that environment. They want something a little bit more calmer. So, whatever. But if you're willing to do this, I'm all in.
There's certain places that you got to feel comfortable going. And from day one, when we went to beginning, I think it was football season. It was opening game for Miami Hurricanes back in August. We went over to Mike. So
we did our anniversary there for the show.
No, I meant even this past year, I went to Mike's. He sat us outside by a TV, and it was great. So people you trust in the industry, one of the greatest things that we get to do is build relationships and rapport with Mike and with Summer, and to know that places are safe, they're clean, you know what they're doing, and then I can partake and go.
True that. And it's funny because I went to a place last week, and outside there were more people outside than there were inside.
Well, that's the other thing that's been happening. I've noticed a lot of restaurants, they're capacity plus outside, and inside, you may as well sit inside. So we do sometimes because nobody's inside.
Right.
Which is a whole interesting thing, I guess, on regulations.
It depends upon the style of restaurant too. So you're going to notice the ones that cater to an elderly clientele base, and they have an outdoor space. There's going to be more of them sitting out there. I think it's starting to transition back now that the vaccine's gotten to be, with a lot more people have it. So a lot of my customers that are in their 70s and 80s are now coming inside, and they don't feel uncomfortable anymore because they feel that they've got their armor on, and so I think the transition back inside is going to start happening, especially when our heat starts kicking back up, and the vaccine count goes up. I think the restaurants are going to fill back up inside, but I definitely have seen the last few months where outdoor seating was a premium.
I wanted to ask you, as a restaurant owner, how do you feel about keeping the mask on for the service, for the people that work in the restaurant?
We're doing that, and all of our servers, including myself, everybody wears a mask when we're at work. We have signs up that ask for people to abide by what the county has as an ordinance for you to walk in with a mask, to sit down, and things like that, even though it's not a state ordinance. We keep the signs up. We wear masks, and I think that's about the limit to it right now that we can do. Some people abide by it, some people don't. I'm not kicking anybody out. It's as long as my staff's protecting themselves, I think we're good to go. And so far, I've been there every day since COVID began, and I've been fortunate, have not gotten it, and I try to take care of the things that are important. Though I exercise, I take my vitamin C, my vitamin D, my zinc. I do the things that can give me some battle against it if I was exposed, and try to stay healthy at the same time. But I haven't stopped yet. I've been there every day.
Interesting.
Everyone does what they feel comfortable doing.
Absolutely.
And, for the restaurant business, our crew wears their masks here, and we ask people to keep their distance, and some people come in, some people don't, but we know we can keep everyone at a safe space. It's the accountability and it's the responsibility as a business owner, what you have to do. What you should be doing.
If my staff's wearing a mask and I'm wearing a mask, we're doing what we're really being told.
Exactly.
And also, I think what we're doing, we're protecting ourselves from anybody that may come in. We see a lot of folks. We see a lot of people come through. There's obviously people are still getting COVID, right? So there's that chance of being exposed. So for me and my staff, it makes sense to protect yourself. And we may continue doing that even if they don't mandate it, because it's great to protect yourself in this situation right now. That's it.
And
I'm
even
not
past
a
COVID.
doctor. I don't know. I just know that they wear masks when they're around people that are sick, and they don't get sick.
You think about the common
maybe I should
cold.
do the same thing.
You think about the flu, the common cold, any virus, not just COVID. Just like you're protecting yourself from stuff you don't want.
I was in the hospitals a lot the last couple of years, and we were wearing masks before COVID, because it was what we needed to do around people that were sick, were vulnerable. So we did.
So Mike's is a fantastic place. Summer, I love Summer. So we love the Kappa Star, the vodka, the gin. I'd never had gin until I had met you, actually. So it's a whole new realm I get to try on Friday night again.
Yeah.
Somebody
come.
had asked me that they wanted to take a tour, and I hadn't seen you, and I didn't give out the information because I don't know what the setup is. Are you? That's our friend, the rodent.
That's too big to be a rodent.
No, that's actually.
That's a giant green one.
That's
that what that is?
That's an iguana.
Ah, that we have.
That's an iguana.
Last week, Mike was like this, and I thought it was raining. And I looked outside, and it was like it is now, and it was back and forth and back and forth. Wow.
That's it. And that bad boy's like an iPhone.
Yeah, it's a dinosaur for sure.
So I don't know if you're doing appointments to.
I am doing tours and tastings. Obviously, it's limited, and me being by myself, I don't have the staff, so it's not, it's not like Monday through Friday, all hours kind of thing. It's reach out to me if I have the time available. I'd be happy to do a private tour, with whatever group size they have. But it is, on my schedule, appointment only type of basis. So.
But it's a whole lot of fun. You get to see in the commercial that we got to go bottle and label and put it all together. A whole lot of fun to do that.
Yeah, it's a fun spot. It's not like the nicest place in the world, but it's, it's mine, and it's what I made it, and it's an experience is what it is, and it's more you're meeting me and my story, and you get to see my story unfold where it's at. So that's what it's all about.
I think it was what's the matter?
You hear Slick singing?
That's not Slick.
Oh, who was that? Marissa?
It ain't Slick.
Oh. I hear them singing in there.
I think it was an artist, in-house artist wanted to take a few artists with her. I think it's 4 women, but I'll find out. Because I didn't know if you were, and I'll give them your number and they can.
Okay.
Sort
Yeah,
of
it's
set
just
that whole
by
thing.
appointment only, and it's if I have the time to do it, because it's me personally, and I take the time, and
But well worth the trip, well worth the drive, a whole lot of fun. Definitely that label maker is therapeutic. You just push your foot pedal and it wraps the whole bottle. It's really very cool.
You started doing that and you didn't want to leave.
More to come, I know.
You're funny.
Clarity of thought.
Got a few friends up there now.
Yeah.
That happens to be one. There used to be 2.
Wow.
And somebody took it out. And now there's
That's
one.
a big one.
That's a big one.
That's a big
Chicken
one. That's all
in
I
the
can
trees.
say. Wow.
I just want to know how he got up there. Because they cut the trees down, so if he got up there, he may not be able to get back down.
Could be
We'll
running
send Teddy
slower
up there.
tomorrow.
All I can tell you is let's take a commercial break. When we come back, more with our Taco Tuesday. We've got Angel joining us virtually from Kentucky. So stay tuned. 888-994-4995. And we'll be right back.
Hey, I got it.
All right, buddy.
AskDearAbby.com. Dear Abby is a life coaching company that was founded by Abby Awutasu. At Dear Abby, we guide single people through the process of meeting, courting, and marrying their soulmates. We know that before you find true, meaningful, lasting love, you must first love and fully embrace your unique self, flaws and all. Contact us today at AskDearAbby.com for your personalized coaching session that will get you on the path to ultimately finding your soulmate. And follow Dear Abby on social media at AskDearAbby on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram.
Along our sun-baked beaches of Boca Raton, Florida, lies AMP2 Media. We strive to bring out rising stars and their fantastic talent into the spotlight. From music to art, we have all the tools you would need to reach that next level. AMP2 Media is proud to announce our new scoring platform for reality shows, movies, and videos. We have the ability to highlight music according to what your eyes see on the screen. Our excellent mastery of music allows us into the deepest parts to your film. Our different sounds allows us to bring your film work to life. For more information on our new scoring platform, contact us at 866-224-5422 or just hit us up on our website, amp2media.tv. And once again, for our new scoring platform, you can contact us at our studios at 866-224-5422 or just visit our website at amp2.tv.
Looking for a place to get your ice cream fix? Look no further than Cold Stone Creamery. At Cold Stone, we make our ice cream fresh every single day in store. We have over 20 different ice cream base flavors and over 30 different mix-ins to choose from. We also have plenty of signature creations if you don't want to go ahead and choose your own. To end your creation, you can put it in one of our freshly made waffles. We have ice cream cakes, ice cream sandwiches, milkshakes, smoothies, banana splits, sundaes, and so many other things for you to come check out and enjoy. We are the official ice cream store of the Brooklyn Cafe. Hope to see you soon, and remember, it's always a great day for ice cream.
Let's all welcome a new sponsor to the show. It's AMP2 TV, the first and only internet production company that's truly plugged in. When you're looking for a full-service internet TV radio production company, discover AMP2 TV, a full-service production company that can provide all streaming videos in studio or remotely. They offer web page development, and they use all the latest platforms to help make all your business selling points more powerful. They can do remotes or live radio streaming as well as tape productions for social media platforms and television. AMP2 TV can handle all of your television needs, including closed caption for a perfect on-air telecast. Choose from a variety of creative TV and radio packages or visit one of their many studios to get your creative juices flowing. Come and see why AMP2 TV works with many major companies including Comcast, Bravo, and Fox 29, as well as individuals and businesses of all types and sizes. To see samples of their work or to find out more, visit their website at amp2.tv. That's A-M-P, the number 2.tv, or call them at 866-224-5422. Feel free to call for a quote or just a consult of how to put your business on a social media platform or radio platform, or just doing a show that is covered by all platforms. Call 866-224-5422 and make an appointment. That's 866.
AMP Media Productions is proud to announce their affiliation with Comcast Corporation, producing television commercials for Florida. We have a unique opportunity for businesses or individuals to place a commercial on 21 channels with a reduced rate that has never been seen before. You can have an amazing commercial, just like these, made for you and your business. For more information, call us at 866-224-5422 and join the AMP Media family.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
They must think I'm crazy. I feel like I'm Medusa today.
No, it has nothing to do with that. It's that people just don't understand the business, and then they're asking me. If I take a picture of you and you're talking, and I take that and I send it to Dawn, and her computer is lagging or her hard drive lags, it's going to break it up no matter what you do. And people just don't understand it. It's the same thing that went out that was sent. There's no difference.
It's just a lot of stuff. It's just, you know what? It just is what it is. It's like, listen, I think the rodents up there messed up with our board because we've got new spots that we played and they're not there. So I don't know what happens. I think just
Slick is there.
no, it's not a human error thing. It's just
Slick is there.
I think
He's
it's
playing the wrong old spots because they have never been removed. It's not his fault. He's playing what it says.
Throwback Tuesday.
There you go. He found the cure.
Slick, I like that a lot. Throwback Tuesday, everyone. Exactly. Moving forward, going backwards. We have a new guest joining us all the way from Kentucky. So I got to speak with Angel yesterday on the phone, and she's got a great story. So I wanted to have her share her story with us, and we met her through Coach Carrie V, who we spoke to a couple weeks ago, that was talking to us about getting our screenings.
Oh, yeah.
And I went and I got mine, and you are in line to get yours at some point soon. And she has this great
You went
guest.
to get a screening, not the one she taught them.
Well, I had mine done 1.5 years ago. So I'm good for another 8.5
And
years.
again, Freddie under the bus.
Sorry.
Freddie under the bus.
But you know, we all do what we got to do. So I was talking to Angel yesterday on the phone. She tells me her whole story, and I said, "Is Angel really your name?" She goes, "Yep." How you doing, Angel?
Good. How are you guys?
We're great. She's got so much energy, so hold on is all I can tell you.
What's your last name, Angel?
McGinn.
Interesting. Okay.
Well, welcome to our show, and I'm glad that Carrie said that we should meet. And you've got a great story of where you are and kind of how we were talking on the morning show, and he says when you hard work and you do A to B and B to C and C, I go, nope, sometimes it's just hope. And the stars align and things happen to fall into place. And he says, oh, here we go again, but here you are.
Yes.
So tell us about you and your story.
So my story, I met Carrie about a month ago. All the way back to my story with my mom. My mom was diagnosed with breast cancer at 47. Fought the battle, had the mastectomy and the radiation, and was clear of cancer for almost 3 years, and then it came back and was everywhere. She made such an impact on so many people during her life. And when I decided that I was going to go to Arizona to take care of her for her last year, I already had an entire family. She was a nurse as well. So she helped me get a job in the hospital. And when I got there, I had an entire family of friends, people that felt like they already knew me because they knew her and she talked about me all the time. When she got really sick and I had to take leave, those same people, she changed their lives. They gave me all of their vacation time. I had people give me 80 hours of vacation time to help take care of her. I never was out a penny, not working for like 5 months. So that made a huge impact on me at the time that I was able to be there with her. But now coming full circle years later and meeting Carrie and her telling me, confirming for me, I should say, validating that I should be helping other people, that I should be coaching other people, that I have that voice and I can make an impact on people's lives. I think it goes all the way back to my mom and the impact that she made on people's lives and her journey. And now that she's gone, I feel like this is going to be in honor of her, my life coaching and my motivational speaking on how I got through that journey with her and kind of what my journey has been since then. And then where I'm at now, where her cancer didn't destroy me. It turned me into who I am now, who I want to be. I decided to not let it take my life as well. As her daughter and caregiver in the end, I think that cancer can take not only that person's life, but the people's lives around them if we let it. So I want to speak to that, the people that are going through cancer, family members that are taking care of, those that are sick, and then those that are left when they're gone. How do we pick up those pieces and continue on? Do we let it ruin our life as well, take our life and our motivation and our hope? Or do we take that experience with that person and everything that they taught us and their positivity along their journey and build our journey. So that's kind of where I'm at.
And
with my
what change did you make as far as your career and what you're doing?
So I'm a nurse by profession. I've been doing that for 12 years, but I'm high risk now for breast cancer because of my mom. So I started going for my screenings at 34. And there was a position open at that breast center. So now I have a position there at that breast center, working with women. I see the fear in their eyes when they know that they've got to have a biopsy, or when we call them with their pathology and they're falling apart. It's very personal for me, but I feel like I was almost led into that job in this perfect place because of my journey, because I'm high risk and I had to start caring for myself. I think a lot of people that are high risk are afraid of screenings because we know that the possibility of us getting cancer is there. So speaking to that too, of being proactive in our health, especially if we're high risk, because early detection is key. And being with those women through their journeys, whether it be totally benign or malignant, I feel like I've been placed in that job for a reason.
So you are now working. You're now working at that cancer center where that was not what you were doing before.
Right. I was just working on the floor, and then when I started going through my screenings, this job just magically appeared. But I believe it was all by fate, that it's my mom and God putting me exactly where I need to be, and that's kind of what accelerated my teaching drive and my inspiration and my motivation. And now I've met Coach Carrie B, and I'm just kind of on steroids now as far as where my life is going, and where it's going to be in a year. I don't know, but I'm super excited.
Where do you want it to go? Where do you want it to be next?
I want to be coaching other people. I want to be helping other people kind of see the positivity in everything. I want those people that think, this is my life, this is what's happened to me, and it is what it is, and this is what it's going to be. Find that voice that they can decide what their life is going to be. That it's not the experiences that happen to us, it's how we react to them. That's what really matters.
Sometimes those voices that tell us, what you told me yesterday, you had a job, and the voice in your head kept saying, no, there's more to life, and when you find your passion.
Right. To listen to those little voices that have been talking to you for years, telling you, don't you really want this? Don't you really need this? You know what I'm saying? We silence those out because we think we have this responsibility and we have to do this and we have to pay these bills, but that little voice is talking to you for a reason.
Or you just got voices in your head like I do.
Yeah. As long as you don't always talk back, I think it's okay.
Sometimes it's just those voices that talk to you in your head. But so you just got to keep finding a way. And she was telling me a story on how she's ready to be clean toilets, clean houses, just to kind of make ends meet. Be an Uber driver. Remember those stories that you and I talked about?
Yeah. You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah, and we're raised that way. When you're raised that way, that's your mentality, that's your mindset, and it is what it is. You're going to fulfill your responsibilities, but then you get to a point where it's you've cleaned those toilets and you've been an Uber driver and you've done all these things, and you're still not filled up. And for me, helping people along their journey fills me up. I need something that finally fills me up and allows me to pour into others instead of just constantly doing things because I have to that drain me. So.
Now, where are you a nurse at?
I work in Louisville, Kentucky for Norton Brownsboro. It's a breast diagnostic imaging center.
Okay. And how long have you been doing that?
I've just been doing that since October. I came out of floor nursing in October.
And you jumped into that particular field. Do you do any other kind of work in the nursing field?
Right now, it's just at the breast center, but I've worked ICU, I've worked TCU, I've worked med surge, I've done labor and delivery, I've worked mother baby, I've kind of done it all.
Well, the first thing I want to say is thank you.
Thank
for
you.
what you've done for everybody. You know,
Yeah.
we've always
It
said,
was a really hard year.
well, it's really hard for us to show our appreciation because words are just words. But, you know, if you were here in Boca, I would probably have a day in the show in your name because we want to do something for our first responders and for people like you who have helped us get through this thing. Because without you guys, I got to tell you, this never would have had a happy ending, and we're still getting there. But I want
Yeah.
to say that the first thing is thank you. That you have heard your calling is amazing.
Yes.
You know, now
Yes.
you are not only hearing the calling, but you're spreading the word and you're helping people get to where you have to go, which is a very important aspect of your calling, which is really, really cool. It's really cool that you run into another angel, as they say.
I used to have patients ask me in the ICU, is it a good thing or a bad thing that there's an angel in my room? I'm like, it's a good thing. I'm a good angel. We're going to have a good day.
I tell you, there aren't enough angels to go around, as they say.
But when you find your voice, as she says, she wants people to have their voice and to share what they have to share. And when you find your passion, even though it's work, when you love what you do, things do fall into place. Like having you here, Fred didn't know you were coming. You didn't know Mike was coming. But yet, it's nice to make that connection again. And things just fall into place when they should.
You know, you never know when you're going to find and start listening to your calling. I mean, everybody in this room has a story. Everybody, including me. We all have that. That you've decided to hear yours at the most difficult times, probably in the history of this country, is an interesting aspect. Your name is another. You know, there's a lot of coincidences with you, Angel. A lot of stuff going on at the same time. That's right. And we don't believe in coincidences. We just believe in catching up. Because if you look at life, things are happening. We sort of catching up there, you know?
Right. It's like finally opening your eyes.
That's right.
To the reality that's always been that you weren't seeing. And that's where I'm at. Like I finally opened my eyes and I see who I'm supposed to be and what I'm supposed to be doing. And there's so much power in that.
It's interesting you say that because there's a young lady sitting in here who we tell her this all the time. You know, you guys are a leader for those who want to or not afraid to.
Yes.
And it happens with women. It happens with men. You know, Mike, to me, is a gentleman I met, 2 years ago I met Mike? And ever since I met Mike, he always whispered in my ear, you can't stop. You got to keep going. And when life throws you a curveball, don't worry about hitting it. Learn how to hit a curveball. That's all. You got to learn how to hit the changes in the game and make it work for you. So you are now in the different ranks. Now we look at you as a leader. You know, I say this to some all the time, and she has a son in here who I think is fantastic. Now I watch the leaders, because in this world, you're either a lion or a lamb. And that's the God's honest truth. There is no hiding behind that. You can grow to be a lion, or you can decide to sit back and be a lamb. And we don't have enough lions. That's what the problem is right now. So congratulations on your discovery.
Yes.
Thank you for what you do.
Yes.
Amazing aspect, all the way from Kentucky.
I know. And she's
which has
looking
good brandy too, by the way.
by her name.
Kentucky
Oh,
brandy.
brandy, bourbon. That's all I'm trying to
bourbon.
get to. Is all I'm waiting to get that bourbon. Next summer, you're going to start distilling bourbon.
I would love to. That's actually one thing that I really want to do. It's just the time has to be right. It's a huge investment, both financially and time-wise.
I got to tell you, if something comes down today between what he just bought in the barrel, an Angel on the screen, and this bourbon talk, if you call me tomorrow and you tell me you're not going to believe what just happened, Angel, I'm calling you, is what I'm going to do.
Okay.
And you're helping people as well as a life coach. Well, when I spoke to Angel yesterday, after you and I had all this conversation yesterday afternoon, I thought, you just can't even make some of this stuff up. When I met you, I met you before, but when we actually started working together, I was working retail cleaning toilets and putting my finger between a hanger and a retail store, and I had to have like a finger width between every hanger and vacuuming and cleaning the refrigerator and the floors. That's when I started working with you.
I remember that.
right? And you said to me, I'm going to get you fired. You should not be cleaning refrigerators and toilets. And I'm like, but it's a job. And you go, give me the phone. I'm getting you fired.
No, Angel. What I told her was, come work with me. And she said no, 4 years.
For 4 years.
Not 4 minutes, but for 4 years.
Yeah.
So I asked her, you must be doing something outrageously great that you wouldn't come and at least give this a try, because what's your master's? I'm sorry, what was your degree in?
Education.
And?
Communications.
Oh, she always says the education first because it's the communication part that I saw. And I said, well, why don't you come and put your degree to use? And for 4 years, she said no. So when I met her, she was working at a store. Now, I worked for my father when I was 9. I was cleaning toilets and floors and everything else in the construction business. No stranger to that. There ain't a toilet that I'm afraid of, as they say. I got no problem doing that. But if you ever interview anybody for a job and you want to put them into a massive business, $1 million business, and you hand them a mop and say, we need you to go clean that bathroom before you start, you think they would do it? That's right.
As a matter of fact, after this show or before Friday, this place is getting mopped.
Blake is going to lead the Corps.
Black hay.
Black hay. Because he owes me 5 hours. I'm going to give him extra credit. But the object of the game is that any task at hand is only a task because you label it a task.
Right.
You know, with these messages, you get 7 messages a day, if you want to be honest. How many do we listen to? If you look around, ain't too many people listening no more. Right?
Yep.
All of a sudden, when we started this mess, everybody was trying to figure out how in the world are we going to get through this thing? And they were willing to do almost anything and everything. Now, they call me 8 o'clock in the morning, people in my family screaming at me because I got the shot. You don't got to get the shot. That's okay. But right. I told you what happened to me with a nurse. Remember? I went to eat, and there was a nurse in there, and I found out she was a nurse, and I thanked her for, just like you. And she says, if you want to thank me, do me a favor. Number one, wear a mask, and if you have the opportunity, get the shot, because I don't want to see you in my ICU. No disrespect, she told me, but I hope never to see you again. That to me hit me, and I said, you know what? I'm going to do what I got to do to stay out of her way. That's the way I saw it. So,
no, it's all good.
Calling's coming a whole bunch of different ways.
True that. And you're working with people as a life coach as well.
Yes, I'm working with Carrie, of course, on building the business because all of this just kind of really started for me this year. But I'm hoping to be taking on clients as soon as May. So we shall see.
All right. You guys stay in touch and let us know how everything goes.
I will. For sure. I'm sure Carrie will let you know as well.
Awesome. Thank you so much for joining us, Angel. I love your story and I love your name.
Yes, and you guys continue to be safe and take care.
Thank you so much.
You, Angel.
Thank you.
Interesting.
All right, let's go to commercial break. When we come back, more with our Wrap Up Tuesday. 888-994-4995, and we'll be right back.
When you're looking for a full-service internet radio, TV production company, discover AMP2 TV. AMP2 TV is a full-service media company that can provide all streaming videos, video studios, radio studios, and television studios that will set the venue for any media application. We offer remote services as a radio or TV production and continue to grow new venues to bring your ideas to life. We also specialize in video and photo content for social media. Call us today at 866-224-5422, for no business is too small to grow to be accounted. It's time for your message to be seen. Let AMP2 TV help get you there. Do you need a strong cup of coffee to get you through your day? Try your very own Brooklyn Cafe Show coffee, the official coffee of the Brooklyn Cafe Show. You can pick up a bag from us, or two. Contact us at 866-224-5422, or just stop on by. We're at 2400 Northwest Boca Raton Boulevard, Suite 13. Come on in, grab a bag of our signature Brooklyn Cafe coffee. The cafe doors are always open.
Hi, I'm Tracy McDonough, owner and founder of Healing Moments. Healing Moments is a healing playroom, a mind, body, spirit center. Our service is love and compassion, and the environment is soothing, peaceful, and inviting. Every area is designed for healing and peace. We deliver services such as massage therapy or lymphatic drainage, energy healing and Reiki, chakra balancing, physical vascular therapy for circulation and pain, vibrational medicine using frequencies and oils, and music in order to calm and relax your mind, body, and spirit. We also offer detoxification services using infrared sauna, ionic foot baths, and power plates. All of our modalities are designed to reduce stress, anxiety, induce relaxation, relieve pain, and provide detoxification and inflammation reduction for optimal healing and wellness.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
We're not back yet.
We are back.
We're frozen.
I had to go.
Looks like.
I had to go check in with our crew. They must think I am like on a whole another level of crazy this week.
I think you're just crazy. Forget about the level.
You know what happens is the more we do, the more there is to do. And then the more you raise the bar to do. And in my brain,
Say
it raises
to do one more
the
time
bar.
when I'm at it.
To do.
But the object of the game is that you want to do more.
Absolutely. But then the things that I forget to do, have to be done. Like emails I was supposed to send last week, I didn't, and now I don't have them. So now I have to ask Teddy to send them to me again. So it's just layers. You can't do this alone. And we don't do this alone, but yet I still feel like on my end, things fall through the cracks.
I don't want to do this alone. Now I'm going to throw stuff to Blake, who throws it to Slick, who throws it to Hector, and then it comes back to me.
But it takes every single bit of everyone in here, from hanging the pictures to, yes, mopping the floor and cleaning the toilets and all of those things, to sometimes I guess I'm not so eloquent with my words at the crew. I don't mean to be. It's just...
I'll clean the toilet. I just don't understand how you do cleaning in here.
Why?
Like, you don't believe in sponges.
There's sponges under the sink. There's a whole case to them.
I have never seen a sponge. Okay, so give me a sponge, and I will take care of what needs to be done in the bathroom. Yes. I don't have a problem with it. I don't like cleaning toilets with paper towels.
I don't like cleaning with sponges, because then what do you do with the sponge?
I put it in a bag and I use it again.
Yeah, the paper towels away.
But that's okay. I put in...
Ooh, that's adding the thing going across. You guys giving me the chills today.
What are you talking about? Is it better with a paper towel that doesn't clean as effectively?
That's disgusting.
Slick, you know the way we'll do it? Nobody use the bathroom except the guests. There you go. Slick, don't use the bathroom, Slick, and we're all good.
But when you get bigger in a business, it's all these details that come with it. I mean, and it's all good, but it's just more things to do.
Can I tell you, Summer, when we came here and we saw the place, I loved it. And I said to Dawn, I got one problem with signing this lease with you. And she says, what? There's only one toilet. And that bothered me.
But at the
'Cause
time,
men
it's all
need
we
their-
could get.
Men need their kingdom.
But at the time,
So I think that what we're gonna do is we're gonna put an outhouse.
I asked. They
So
said
women-
me no.
So women can use the outhouse.
A pink one. They make pretty ones, actually.
No, Israel says I can use it and then just bring it back and forth.
Ew, you gonna move it? So every morning when we set up the lights, we're gonna move the porta potty over too, and the flag and everything else. We just won't. Teddy, I'm moving
women on
in.
the outside, men on the inside.
Pretty much, I just have to sleep here.
On even days, the women get the bathroom. On odd days, the men get the bathroom.
There you go.
So what's today's date?
Tuesday.
No, the number.
23rd.
It's an odd day, so the men get the bathroom.
It's an odd
And
day.
the women have to use the tree.
It is an odd day, is all I can tell you.
Can we do that?
It is definitely an odd day. You just keep going. But Angel's story, when she called yesterday after we had talked over so many things, I thought, wow, here you go. It's like another God wink comes. You just got to see the message.
Gotta see the message. There's always a message to be seen. Always something to learn from life, as they say.
And you do.
I do. I honestly do. I get surprised sometimes the way it comes and the people I meet and the lessons I learn. Sometimes it does a whole 360 right in front of me and I laugh.
Doesn't that happen when you see things like when I spoke to Angel yesterday on the phone, I laughed and I'm like, okay, I got you. This is another message. Whatever that message is, whether it's validation or something you just know, a message is being sent. If you believe in these things, which clearly I do, it's just having faith. And it's not always easy when you're doing this game alone, I know.
Yeah, I mean, and like she mentioned and you mentioned earlier, it's being able to open your eyes to see that message. Because not everybody does. Not everybody opens their eyes to see what's in front of them. And, you know, just being able to take an opportunity, like, oh, if you have an opportunity, take it. Some people think, well, I don't have that opportunity. I'm not that lucky. Sometimes you just need to open your eyes. And I know it's hard. I mean, for a long time, I had my eyes closed, you know, but once you open your eyes and see what's in front of you or what opportunities you do have, it's important to take them instead of waiting 4 years. But, you know, it works out. It works out.
But at the
Now
time,
we
I
can't,
do.
now we can't shut her up.
I know, right?
It's going to enter our 5th year.
I think
6th
they'd
year?
like me to be quiet sometimes.
A lot of times.
A lot of
Now
times.
you got that.
Stomping the foot thing, I know. My delivery isn't always so gentle.
You know, but it really doesn't really matter. You are entitled to feel how you feel and yada yada yada. The object of the game is that you do what you do and you do it well. You know, you have a skill that not a lot of people can come close to. So how can anybody tell you the right way or the wrong way to do something? And they don't have the faintest clue of how to even begin what you do. So it's best to listen.
And open a distillery. I mean, oh my goodness, not one type of alcohol, but 3, 4.
4, yeah, basically.
And having it being sold all over the place, it's an amazing accomplishment. The business side of it is a different accomplishment. You got to learn. You know, it's funny. I had Max brought these in today. These are new pieces, and he's bringing me a Comcast sign, which we're going to be hanging from the rafters somehow. And he said to me that he has met a lot of artists since he's been here that have approached him. And they all wonder how he is so successful. And he says, you know, Freddie, what I've learned is I'm not an artist, I'm a businessman. They're artists, but they're not businessmen. And sometimes, depending on what you do for a living, you got to be good at both. You see, you have to be an artist and a business lady. You have to be good at both.
And that's the tough part. Because, I wear all hats, but I don't fill all the hats.
And a single mom. So it's not as if your days and your nights are all yours. Mm-hmm. You've got a little boy at home, and he's little. He's not on his own.
Right. Yeah.
So you got a lot going on.
Yeah.
Well, it's not easy being you, but it doesn't mean that you have to go about it alone. There's a lot of other ways of doing this business. There's a lot of clever ways of doing this business, and let the business carry the weight. And you're just going to have to make some decisions. Mm-hmm. It's really what it comes down to. Yeah. Sometimes we had to make decisions in here that worked out really well, and some didn't. But for the most part, they worked out really well. But at the end of the day, have confidence in who you are and believe in who you are, and it always seems to work out. Always. I don't know why, but it really does. And sometimes you're put in a position to hear that from other people, things that happen around you. You know, ever since we met a lot of stuff has happened. A lot of people have come in here and said, okay, let's try
People
this
are
out.
just amazed by what you do because, like Mike said, you're local. You do this. You're a woman-owned business. You're a woman-owned distillery, and you make all of these products. I mean, heck, how you do this is just spectacular.
It is. And people are writing in and saying the same thing over and over again. So how does it feel to be a lady who's a leader?
I mean, I like that, and I think there needs to be more women leaders out there. It's hard for me to still accept that yet as, being a leader. I don't feel like I still haven't grasped that, I guess. I'm still I'm just doing what I want to do. I'm doing what I like to do. I don't feel like I'm a leader yet, but maybe one day I'll get there. I love that. I actually had a friend reach out to me. She's in a completely different field, but she worked for somebody for years and decided that she was going to open her own practice or her own business. And I hadn't heard from her in a few years, and she just called me like a few weeks ago and said, I've really thought about it, and you inspired me to do this on my own. She's like, I've seen what you've gone through, and I know it's not easy. And she's like, I know it's a completely different field, but you inspired me. If you can do it, I'm going to try to do it too. And, going to open her own business. And that to me, I'm like, oh, I inspired somebody, that's a big deal because that's what I want to do. I'm not saying that I'm the greatest or I'm the best at this, but to show somebody else that it's okay to try to follow your dreams, do it, if I can inspire somebody else to do something that they wanted to do and didn't have the guts to do for a long time, and they're like, you inspired me to do this, that's such a good feeling, oh my gosh, I did something right. And I really appreciated that call.
And your attention to detail, holy cow. I mean, we were trying to help take some of this off your plate last week because we've got a few more people working with us than you. Mm-hmm. So Marissa was going to put the stickers on her Cricut, and she was designing them to print it, but you had already done them. Yeah. Between that and the way you wrap your bottles, and everything is just so perfectly so. Mm-hmm. For those details. People don't realize what it takes because this is not going through a big manufacturer when you get your bottles at Capistar or anything Lost Harbor from Palm Beach Distillery. Hand by hand, every bottle, you touch every single bottle that goes out of your warehouse. Yeah. Yeah. And that's what people don't realize. It's that personal touch, and you see the commercials, and we're actually looking for the one because we had redone it with the woman's voice for you. So it's still over at one of the producers. But every detail, we wanted to capture that because you don't realize when you walk into a liquor store, into Total Wine, and there's rows and aisles and shelving of everything. But everything that goes into yours is done with love. Mm-hmm. And you touch every bottle. I mean, that's unbelievable. We don't touch every commercial. No. I touch every mop and I touch every vacuum, but I don't touch every commercial, every editing block.
And even though her looking at every bottle is a different animal, I don't want that to be the platform. And when I first met her, I said to her, we got to get a bottler. Remember, we talked about this thing.
To open things up for her.
To open things up, because I want to get the Hard Rock to order 1,000 cases a week.
I would love that.
And in order to be able to do that, we have to go through a different process because you're not going to be able to hand hold 1,000 bottles a week. Mm-hmm. So there are other aspects of what's going on here, and the business always will talk to you and say, okay, now we're going to go on to another level. Like when we first moved in here, using us as an example, I was afraid that this was too much space. Mm-hmm. And now I say to Dawn, I need more room. Mm-hmm. I need another 2,000 square feet to do the things I want to do. I always want to do something. You know, you give me the utensils to do it, and I'll do it. But what I admire here is that you took it and did it on your own. You're braver than her and I, because at least her and I, we bounce things off of each other, and she'll throw her shoe at me, and that's the end of that. But in your world, You have to make the decisions. And I see about the containers and the water and the this and the that, everything. And there's a lot that goes into making a bottle,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, yeah.
So, how do I say this? Being humble is one thing, but being a realist is another. Do you feel you are the best at what you do?
I feel that I do my best at what I do. I
You
feel that
are
I
the
give
best at what you
everything
do. Absolutely.
that I am to what I do.
And it's funny because in here we have always asked the interns, the producers, are you the best at what you do? And they'll him and ha, no, that's not the, I'm looking for the answer is yes. Because it all begins with you. Okay, where it goes, it will go. But I wish I could do distillery. I can't even have the chemical reactions of putting this goes with this and you get that.
But it's amazing. That's why I'm so honored that you're co-sponsoring this event with FemCity on Friday, because this is what it's all about, is women in business. Besides, your product is great, and I know we're teasing Tommy's here from the Artful Dodger, and you're going to do your men's event. But aside from the fun of what it is getting you out for these women for you to inspire them. And see, there's another story, and the networking is great, and the camaraderie is great. But what you do, so you never feel alone, that you see there's hundreds and thousands of women out there that are looking up to you. Like Angel looked up to her life coach. But then you look at Angel because what she does is something that is near and dear to your heart.
Yeah.
Right? There's all these synergies that we don't always say to someone because you're like, they don't want to hear that, or you don't think anyone bothers or wants to, but it's those little acknowledgments in life along the way that get us through life along the way, for women and men, for everybody.
That's true.
Business is business.
And then the humane side of it is still what keeps us going.
It's true. So in order, the quicker you come to the understanding that this is because of you, not in spite of you, the quicker you'll take the bows, the quicker you acknowledge to the fact that you have a whole bunch more going on, the faster you're going to get there, you know? But this road that you're on, you don't have to do it alone. There are different ways of having other people in your journey. It's really what it comes down to. Not many are going to understand that, but you're going through the growing pains now, which is, it could be you physically, it could be, there's a lot of things. You know, when I got sick 4 years ago, I was told I wasn't coming out. I was told, you know what, pack your bags because you're done. And the doctors told me that. And they still don't know why I'm here. Wow. They wanted me to put it into the medical books and everything else. And I says, I will, just not today. True story. But the bottom line here, what I've learned is that door swings both ways. And if I can help anybody on the other side of that door, I'm going to do it. I'm going to roll up my sleeve. I may not be able to make booze, but I can move a mop like you ain't never seen.
True that.
I can carry stuff that you ain't never seen. I can get the stuff that you need in front of you to make the best booze in the world. It makes no difference to me because it all adds up. You can't be afraid to be successful, and you can't be afraid to work at doing it.
We can't be afraid to ask for help.
And don't be afraid at all.
That's the biggest thing, I think, for women in business, is that we think we can do it all on our own. And we can't. You can't possibly do everything on your own. And that's not, because you can't grow that way.
Right. And if it doesn't work out, you think you're a failure. No, you just set up the wrong formula.
You just can't do it all on your own. It's just got to be checks and balances. And the bigger you go, the more checks and balances there are, and you're still doing things. And I'm still having things fall through the cracks in Port Hetty, and Valeroy's picking up my pieces. Slick, too. But
yeah, but Dawn, if you look at it, if you didn't give it a shot, you wouldn't score. And you score more than you fail.
True that.
Okay, so if you fail once a year, it's a lot. So, you know, you can say whatever you want. I live it, I see it, and I know it. And there ain't nobody with more scars in this building than me. I mean, I've been doing it for 59 years. I've had over 200 businesses. I've made money, and I've lost money. But the bottom line is I'm still here. And I'm going to try something tomorrow that I ain't never done today.
And you do.
And I do. And I don't deny it. And I am the best at what I do. I may not do it always right, but I guarantee you I am the best at what I do, and I believe in that.
You know, and having Mike here From the beginning, from day one we met him, he opened his doors, like I said, to the community. He always opens his doors to the community. And when you and I had no place to move, he said, I'll give you the keys. I've got an apartment upstairs. You can store everything there, and you can have the stage every single day. Just take it down and set it
We
up.
didn't even know him.
Honest to God, right? He said, Freddie, anything you want, here's the key. Come use my place. And that is just, and that's not even the business side of it. He didn't ask us for any money, nothing like that. He just said, you can't be out on the street. Just come. And that's truly what our community is built on. And, right?
Yep. And
He was
came
always
in
there.
here. He was the last person to interview with us on the 17th.
Yep.
And he says, whatever you guys do not close those doors. You find a way. And at the end of the rainbow, we're going to hold our glasses up and we'll say we got through it. And that's coming. It's coming. Maybe we should do our anniversary this year again at Mike's. Because he was humble enough to help us do it the first time. The second year, I think it was.
2 years, 3 years ago. We're going on 5 years.
Yep. And the message here is learn the lesson, learn it well, and then let's use it. You are learning the lesson now. Use it to your betterment. Because there's only one way, and that's up, that you have to go.
More to come. But I'm glad you're here. It's been a long time. We missed you.
Yeah, I've missed you guys too. It's been a little bit.
It's been a little bit. We've missed you, and everyone's working hard. The commercial is great.
How's Mr. Cash?
He's good. He was just on spring break and we didn't do a whole lot, but he just liked to hang out and stuff, which is fun. And he's getting ready to start playing golf, so that's what he's decided he wants to do is play golf. So we'll work on that a couple days a week and figure out what it is that he loves. So
It's hard to believe school is almost, oh my gosh.
they're just
FAU is finished next month. Regular school, I think, goes
I
a
didn't
couple
even know
more
they
months.
started.
And they're moving into summer vacation. It's just really, really hard to believe.
Hey, Blake, do you graduate this year?
You do?
You do, huh?
Only if Freddie signs off on your credits, I guess.
No, I'm going to build the stage. I have a what's his name? What's the name of our carpenter?
Lewis?
Lewis is going to build me a stage for the corner over here. And I'm going to put the paper, not here, outside. And you're going to walk and get your diploma and walk down.
We never ever did Cracker Barrel's graduation.
All of them. I get everybody that graduate. Bring them all back.
Bring them all back. We never even did that one. I know. So many people. Jackie Birch reached out to me the other day.
You kidding? How's she doing?
She's Jackie. You got to love Jackie. She's out skiing in Colorado. I guess she's on spring break. I don't know what she's doing, but she'll stop by.
If you had 10 people in your place, can you put 10 people to work all at once?
yeah, I could definitely find things for people to do. Absolutely.
Okay, more to come.
You got an idea?
I got an idea.
All right, more to come. We've got Ready, Set, Go Beyond tonight with Jordana Foster. And I don't even think Slick Speaks, and Teddy's going to pre-record her show. Again? I think Michael Macchia, our Bitcoin master, will be joining us Thursday night at 7:30. I think he's looking to take that spot, which will be great.
Again?
We've got our Kids and Capes show
Yes,
coming
yes,
up.
yeah.
We got a lot of stuff. We got Friday. You've got Tommy in the house from the Artful Dodger getting ready for your event on Friday.
We have a open on Friday, don't we?
Yes, we do.
I got another idea.
If you sit here long enough, Summer, you may never leave.
I think it's time.
100%.
With this one, you have to get handcuffs because when she leaves, she don't come back.
I know, she's really busy, but wow, what a great job you did putting all these elements together.
Thank you.
And thank you to Teddy and Val and everyone for putting all the kits together for this week. The guys hung paintings, put things back up, and more to
We
come,
got
I
a
guess,
little
when
more to
Vinny
come.
comes on Wednesday.
I'm
We'll
waiting
move
for
some.
my box of toys.
You know what? That sounds so creepy, but yet so true. It's
Not
coming.
creepy.
My box of toys? It truly is a box of toys, but you kind of have to clarify, Magic Man, that they're children's toys.
The children's toys. The instruments. Children's instruments.
Yeah, I don't know how you're getting
Rainbow
up there
colors.
to hang them, is all I
I'm
can
gonna
say.
hang them right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. And they're going to be around Don't Stop the Music.
So more to come with that as well. Everyone's working on stuff.
It's so fun.
Your toys. It just sounds ever so
I'm waiting for my toys.
bizarre. I know you are.
I got a lot of things coming.
Do you?
Yeah, I got the bell, I got the flag, I got the toys.
You got a lot of stuff coming. I know, it's scary. Careful what you wish for, because you may just get it in this place, is all I can say. True?
Absolutely.
You know, she's sitting there next to Mac, one of Max's robots. All she needs is a little bottle of Capistar in her hand over there.
He said that he wants one of the little small ones, if you could save me one.
Yeah.
And we're putting a label on it. He's going to put it on one of these robots.
You know, all you do is give Max an idea. Like this he created. We gave him the old wood from the piano pedals because I had to rebuild the pedals. And he made this little guy. Isn't this cute? I love this guy. I'm going to have to partake and give this to my parents because I think they'll, and they don't even fish, but.
Are they coming tomorrow?
No.
Again with the no?
I don't think so.
I'll take care of it.
They're very busy, you know.
They're busy what?
Here's the thing. They're very busy, my parents.
What
They're
are they
really
doing?
funny. You know, they got the vaccine and they go out and they go everywhere. They go car shopping. They go to Costco.
They go car shopping?
Yes, they got a new car, but they had to try every car, I think, known to mankind. So 7 or 9 dealerships later, they got a new car. And my dad wonders why he's tired.
First
I
of
don't
all,
know.
your mother's nickname is what?
Grandma Vodka. I know.
You know what that means.
I know what that means.
Can we make a purple vodka?
You make a pink one, didn't you, for breast cancer awareness?
I make a pink rum for breast
Pink
cancer
rum.
awareness, but we can figure out a purple
Can we
vodka.
put like a dye, a drop of dye, make it purple?
Yeah, you could.
Or at least bluish kind of?
Oh, you haven't seen her hair. It's a little blue now.
You see, that will bring Grandma vodka home.
It's like Taylor's favorite birthday party, she said, was her purple pool party with the purple balloons.
With the purple balloon.
But the purple food coloring didn't work in a pool. I guess the chlorine must have deactivated it. I don't know.
No, you would need like a truck full of ink to make that thing purple.
So much more to come, but I'm so glad you're here. Check out your local liquor store, Capistar, the vodka, the rum, the gin, and tune in Friday night if you're interested on Fem City Boca Del Rey's cocktail making class here, sponsored by Lost Harbor and Palm Beach Distillery. We do have virtual tickets still open. They are $21. Get you the Zoom link and we'll get you all the ingredients. You can actually pick up your kit in South Florida if you're here. We've got plenty more ingredients to share those out with you. A whole lot of fun, a whole lot of networking. Just let us know. We just cannot ship it out of state, but we can certainly give you the list.
That's right. And if you want to come down to the Offer Dodger, we're going to be there from 6 to 7:30. There's going to be DJ Bash on there. I'm going to talk to Tommy to set this thing up. Reason that he's here. We have a lot of people coming to network. It's turning out to become a big networking function.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
And
All protocols and precautions in place.
And I got to ask Tommy if the pool table is operational because apparently I'm being challenged to a lot of pool matches.
Are you?
I'm a pool shark.
Actually, I think Teddy's the pool shark.
What is that math? What is that math?
Slick, you play pool? He's funny.
Yeah, I know that, but I am. And watch out because me and you are going to be the first on deck. We are going to send our pool champion to play your pool champion.
That would be Teddy.
And we don't know. Hey, Blake, you play pool? You do. I heard you're pretty good. Mm-hmm.
We'll see Friday.
Blockhead in
I
the
heard
house.
Blockhead. Blockhead. Blockhead is a pool champion.
More to come, everyone. Have a great day. Thanks for tuning in to Taco Tuesday. Take a drive over down to Crazy Uncle Mike's this week to hear some music or over to the Artful Dodgers. See where they got poker night, karaoke night, and Friday. Freddie will be there with the mind of the male or man?
Mind of a man.
Mind of man. I like male better.
Mind of a male.
Because man can be mankind, which could be everyone. I like male because it's like men.
Jeez Louise.
I
The
know.
mind of a man.
It's just a matter of semantics in my head, is all I can say.
Mind of a man. Do not listen to the woman in the room.
The Mind of a Male, the Artful Dodger, Friday night at 6 o'clock. Have a great day, everyone. Stay safe. Please be kind to each other, and we will see you tomorrow.
And don't be late.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show is over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S will bring more good cheer next time. You can follow The Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at The Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. Well, see you next time.
Cold and sleepless nights, I wait for you to bring me back to life. In my electric eyes, it doesn't mean that time can thicken every single breath. I want to unfreeze my heart and fly away. That's why I wanna save it. Your moons and craters. Open up my eyes, waterfalls of ice, sweeping me away like an avalanche. Helpless as I fall, the words can't say it all, sweeping me away like an avalanche, like an avalanche. I listen for a sound, waiting deep inside my maze of sweeping thrills and colors. Just a ray of light, bathing me in drops of ink that gleams across my body. Wish you could unfreeze my heart and we could fly